Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. This is Arif. In this video, we are going to see how we can use the concept of polymorphism on functions first in C and then in C++. So this is a C program first, and this is its main function. And in this main function, we have first given the name of our input file, and then we have on second line given the name of our output file. After that, we have defined a array of strings which is named elements, and then we are calling three functions. This is the first function, pull out content function. This is going to pull out the contents of an input file and store those contents or the lines of input file into this elements array. And after that, this is the second function, and this is show contents function. It is going to show the contents of our input file, which we are going to store into an array. That array's contents it is going to show onto the console window, and after that we are going to store those elements in our array into an output file using this push in contents function. Now let's see our three functions which we have defined outside the main program. This is our first function, and this is bool pull out contents function, and its first parameter is car, and the second parameter is the string array. And after that, so this parameter is going to take the input file name, and then we are going to open that input file using this fopen function, and this is the file handle we are going to use. And after that, we are going to run this. We are actually going to first define our line variable, which is a string variable, and that line variable we are going to use inside this fgets function, and we are going to put the contents of our input file line by line and store those into this line variable, and then we are going to put the contents of our line variable inside this string array one by one, line by line, using this string copy function. And after this for loop, we are going to close our input file. So this is the way we are going to read the contents of our input file, and we are going to store those into this string array elements. And after that, we are going to use this second function, show contents function, and this is the way we have defined. This has only one parameter, which is of type string array, and this is its name elements. And whatever we have stored in our array using our previous function, we are going to display the contents of our array using this for loop and printf function inside it to display those onto our console window. And this is the way we are going to give it the arguments. So this is the argument which is our elements array, and this is the second argument, line number, and we are going to use %s and %d for those to print those. So after this, we have this third function which is going to put the elements or contents of our this string array into our output file. So this is the first parameter, this is the second parameter, and we are going to use again the fopen function to open our output file to write it using this w, and then we are going to define this file handle, and after that we are going to run the for loop, which is going to again store the elements into this output file which we have stored in this array, string array, using this fprintf function. So this is the way we are going to use this fprintf function, and after that we are going to close our output file using fclose. These are pretty much our function. This is a very simple program, and this is the way we are going to give the arguments. This is the first argument input file, then this is the second argument which is string array, then this it only has one argument, it has two arguments again. One is output file and one is that array. So now let's see its input file. This is going to be the input file which we are going to give this program as our input, and this is the way this program is going to behave. I am going to run this program now. So now we can see the same input file contents along with their line numbers on our console window, and same thing we are going to see in our output file as well. So this is our output file, and we see this same whatever was in our input. So now actually, since we know the behavior, this is a very simple program. Now we are going to use actually the polymorphism on this function, and we are going to see how we can do that. We are going to modify our this simple program so that we can use the concept of polymorphism on it. For that, we are going to change some code lines. So we are going to define this show contents function first of all like this. So previously it had only one parameter, the string array, which is named element. Now it has one string array, same way, and then it is going to have the second parameter, which is the first parameter of this function, and this is the out parameter. So now we are going to use this out parameter to display the contents of our input file onto the console window. And instead of using this printf function, we are going to use this fprintf function, and in this function we can use this second parameter which we have defined, which is actually the first parameter. And then we are going to use this again, this array elements. We are going to give this as arguments, and line number we are going to give it as arguments, and this is the third argument, the out, which we have defined here. So this is the way we have defined our second function, and now we are going to use this second function inside this third function to use the concept of our polymorphism. So we can skip out these lines and we can include this function. So now this function we are going to call here, this has actually two parameters. We are going to give it two arguments. First is this one, the file handle, and then we are going to give this the element array. So this is where we are going to call this function. So remember, this parameter is going to be same. This parameter is becoming different once we are going to call this function inside main program. Since we have changed this function, we can no longer call this function like this. We have to call this function like this. Now remember, this parameter is same, this argument is actually same, but this argument is changing. Std out we are calling here using the same function. And here what we are giving it, we are giving the first argument as our output file. So this is the way it is going to be. So this is called polymorphism. The function is going to behave differently according to its arguments giving. Here the argument is different, first argument, second is same. Here the argument is different. So we are calling this function here in the main as well. So we are giving it first argument different. So this is what polymorphism is all about. And now this function is going to have this function inside it as well, and this function is going to use to store those values into our output file. So that's why we are no longer using this for loop, because this function is now called this function is now going to call this function, and this function is going to run this for loop, and that's where we don't no longer need this for loop. So this is our fprintf function we can use. So now look how we are giving this function the arguments. So here we are using inside main program std out, but inside this push in contents function we are giving the arguments output file. So this is what simple polymorphism is in the case of functions in C. So now build on this program. So we can see the same output onto the console window, and once we are going to see, So it is going to store the contents in the output file as well. So DC. So the program is running same way whether we are using polymorphism or we are not using it. So this is what C polymorphism is as far as the functions are concerned. Now we are going to see the same concept in C++. So this is a C++ program on the same pattern. So this is our main program. So here we are giving the main program our input file name. This is our output file name. Here we are defining the array of strings named elements, and after that we are calling the similar functions. This is the first function, pull out contents function. This is going to store whatever is in input file into this elements array, and then we are going to use that element array to display the contents of our input file onto the console window. And for that we are going to use this show contents function, and after that this is the push in contents function, which is going to store whatever we stored in our string array elements inside this output file. So this is our main program complete. Now we can see how we have defined our three functions outside our main program, and this is our first function. And pull out contents is a bool type function, and it has first parameter string input file, and this is a second parameter the element array, which is of type string. And after that we are using this if stream to open up our input file, and after that we have defined this variable string which is of type variable line which is of type string, and we are going to use this string variable inside this for loop with this getLine function. So this getLine function is going to open up this input file and store those lines inside this line variable one by one along with this for loop. So after that we are going to store whatever we are going to get inside this line variable to this elements array which is of type strings. One by one strings are going to get stored inside this array. So strings which we are getting from this getLine function. So this line is variable is going to include all those lines one by one which we have in our file. After that we are going to close our input file, and then this is our second function. This is show contents function. So this is going to have only one parameter which is of type string which is named elements, and what we are going to do is we are going to run this for loop, and then we are going to display whatever we have in our string array named elements along with their line numbers into this console window using this std cout. And after that we have this push in contents function, and then this push in contents function is going to store whatever we have in this string element array which we have stored into this output file. And this line is going to use the OS stream to open our output file, and after that we are going to run this for loop, and this for loop is going to store whatever we have in our elements array and its line number into our output file. And after that we are going to close this output file using this close function. And now we can see how we are calling these three functions. So look, we are giving it first argument which is our input file, second argument which is our elements array, and this only has one argument. So this argument is elements array, and this function also has two arguments, output file and the elements array. Now we can see our input file. I have given the same two lines. So this is our input, and once we are going to build on this program, we are going to see whatever we have in our input file onto the console window, so we can see. And same thing we can see in our output file as well, same two lines along with their line numbers. So this is pretty much our code, and now we are going to implement the polymorphism on our second function using our second function. So in order to do that we are going to again change our code lines like this. So we have defined now this show contents function using 2 parameters instead of 1. This is the second parameter, which is OS stream, and this is the first parameter which we already had in our this function previously once we were defining. So whatever we have in our elements array, we are going to use this variable to put those into the console window, and we are going to run this for loop now like this. So we, instead of using the stdc out to display those, we are going to use this out variable which we have defined here, and we are going to display all the elements of our array and its line number onto our console window using this OS stream variable. And after that, what we are going to do is we are no longer going to use this for loop to store contents in our file, output file. So we are actually going to use the second function to display or store whatever we have in our elements array into our output file. And this function now we are calling once here in this push in contents function, and we are giving it the argument output file, this which we have defined here. And this second argument is the same elements, and same way we are going to use this function again in our main program. So in main program we are going to have a different first argument. So this is our first argument, which is stdc out. This is our second argument, which is this string array. So look how we are changing the arguments. So this is what is called polymorphism again. So we are going to use this same function to do different kind of activities. Once we are going to use this function inside this main program to display the contents of our string array onto the console window using this, because the argument we are changing. And then we are going to use the same function inside this function, and then we are going to change the argument so that we can store using the same function whatever we have in our elements array inside our output file. So you see, we have changed our arguments. So we are changing the argument using the same function, and we are giving here our output file so that we can store whatever we have. So we no longer need this for loop. So this is what polymorphism is all about. So now we can again build and run this program, and then we are going to see the same output onto our console window. And same two lines we are going to see in our output file as well. And this is pretty much the polymorphism. We are using the same function with different arguments to do different stuff. And this is C++. So I hope now you guys have some idea of what polymorphism is all about as far as the functions in C and C++ are concerned. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Have fun.